So hi, I'm Anvay.
Hi, I'm Arnav.
Hello, I'm Sparsh and welcome to Don't Really Know Yet, where we're just three people discussing interesting stuff that's going around the world. So, people, today we're talking about businesses. Well, not about businesses, but yes, we are starting our conversation with businesses because, like, the whole point is that we start with something and we don't know where
So
the
we're talking
conversation.
about basically the hierarchy of businesses at the moment, because that is a
Yeah.
biased opinion that we three, as friends and as potential business people, hold.
Hmm.
Right.
The
So
hierarchy of businesses. Why topic thoda interesting hai. But like define
see,
kar
I
isko.
think practically speaking, there is a certain, difference between hierarchy, not and how people understand businesses, right? We
Hmm.
might think, because we've always had that sort of perspective, that
Huh.
businesses are more not economical, but somewhere in a line, in a place that gives you more freedom
Hmm.
than a job would. So
Hmm.
I've never held a job, but the fact of the matter is that, from what I understand, that a certain freedom of doing what you like to do, follow your passions or follow whatever you wanted to do
Hmm.
in your childhood as an adult. I think that would make your life meaningful, but that doesn't mean that in life you don't face that kind of hardship to reach that decision of
नहीं but I think
starting a
यहाँ पे अब
business.
ना like या तो क्योंकि I think if you're talking about businesses like जो तू चीज describe कर रहा है I think that will come more under entrepreneurship slash जो आजकल नया term चल रहा है which is
Exactly.
passionpreneurs. तो like I think ये चीज यहाँ ज्यादा fall करती है as opposed to business. तो हाँ
See,
अच्छा एक तरह
businesses, I think what we can
हाँ
start talking about is like the difference between businesses being successful in terms of like money profits
हम्म
or like popularity. Because some brands they may be popular, but they don't bring in the profits at all.
SpaceX
Yeah.
See, SpaceX is an
this is now
innovation in
profitable but
progress.
हाँ
It's not, it
It's
might be
not exactly a
profitable.
business. It's
See,
yeah,
basically, it is
not
a
selling
business
stuff.
because, no, it is a business because it is predicted to help Elon Musk increase his wealth by 200 plus billion dollars. So it is a
bro
business, right?
200 plus billion.
So whatever
It's a
his
lot.
net worth is now, add 200 average to that. If SpaceX
If
is
SpaceX
successful, but and that's what it looks like. It's a successful project at the moment.
बट पता है लेकिन फिर यहाँ पे यार ब्लू ओरिजिन की बात कर सकते हैं फिर तो क्योंकि देखो मतलब मैं जितना मेरे को पता है भाई मेरे को ऐसे कोट मत करना है इसमें बट आई थिंक जितना मेरे को पता है कि ब्लू ओरिजिन जो करना चाह रहे हैं वो जैसे इंटरस्टेलर के लास्ट में आता है ना कि क्या कहते हैं सोसाइटीज और लाइक प्लेसेस टू लिव और एनवायरमेंट्स व्हिच आर एग्जिस्टिंग फ्रीली इंस्टेड ऑफ कॉलोनाइजिंग अ प्लैनेट ठीक है बस एक तरह से मान लो एक फ्लोटिंग सोसाइटी एक फ्लोटिंग place to live
Floating
in the
society.
space. हाँ
Like I've heard that Blue Origin also wants to like focus on moon rather than like Mars,
हाँ
like moon
मतलब
See,
mining
मैंने
and
his
all.
जो पहले पढ़ा था
business,
वो ये था कि ब्लू ओरिजिन ये सोच रहा है या बेजोस ये सोच रहा है कि ऐसी चीजें बनाई जाए जो लाइक हाँ लोगों को स्पेस में बस पीपल आर लिविंग एंड दे आर लाइक फ्लोटिंग इन स्पेस समवेयर आई थिंक आई एम रॉन्ग मे बी
Yeah.
बट मैंने ये शायद
his
पढ़ा था
his
और फिर
business
एज
plan.
अपोज टू
See,
लाइक हाँ बट पता है मेरे को ऐसा लगता है कि हाँ भाई दोनों ही काफी सक्सेसफुल हो सकते हैं बट आई पर्सनली मतलब ऐसा तो नहीं है बट मेरे को ऐसा लगता है कि बेजोस भी गलत नहीं है क्योंकि यार बेजोस इज अ गाय हु इज रिमार्क्ड फॉर हिज लाइक ही इज वेरी वेल नोन फॉर हिज लॉन्ग टर्म विजन तो अगर मेरे को
look
तो
at
मेरे को ऐसा लगता है
Amazon,
अगर
man. That is a beauty when you talk about business models.
कसम से
30,
भाई
20 years ago, who would have thought that we would have thought that there could be electronic websites and all that with the World Wide Web, but who would have thought of expanding such a market to such large scales?
एग्जैक्टली भाई
Amazon is a 2
ऑलमोस्ट अ
trillion,
Yeah.
if
मोनोपोली
I'm not wrong, don't quote me on this.
हाँ
Amazon is a $2 trillion company, or is it not at the moment?
मेरे को यार आइडिया नहीं है इस चीज का देख
Okay,
सकते हैं हम
whatever.
I don't know, man.
She started with an investment of comparatively less than what today startup seeds are, which are generally $5 million or $10 million, which are basically seeds for funding startups. And it started with a much you know comparatively lower standard of seed funding. I think it was around 250 grand, something like that.
as of 25 June
Yeah.
2021, wait, that robust profits and growth underpin Amazon's march to 2 trillion. Yep. Amazon is a $2 trillion company as of 25 June 2021.
250,000 to $2 trillion. That kind of
Hmm.
business model, that kind of business brain. Jeff Bezos retired recently. So, of
Hmm.
course, he's a person who has to be, acclaimed as a visionary. He is a pure,
Wahi.
I wouldn't say bred. He is a pure visionary from our perspectives. And whatever, he must have held that vision. And that's why, and these type of stories give us hope of why I think businesses are hierarchical, because it's not just about it got to $2 trillion. It's about how businesses help to revolutionize certain spectrums.
हाँ भाई यार देखो,
See,
मतलब
right?
इस मार्केट को मोनोपोलाइज करना. और फिर Amazon, पता है मेरे को जब पता लगा था ना कि Amazon का सिर्फ रिटेल स्टोर नहीं है, मतलब आई थिंक 1 या 2 साल पहले आई सॉ अ पोस्ट ऑन Instagram जिसपे लाइक बता रखा था कि भाई Amazon हैज मोर देन 30 सब्सिडियरीज, और जो चीजें हम लाइक डेली लाइफ में यूज कर रहे हैं भाई, इतनी सारे ब्रांड्स हैं जो हमें पता भी नहीं जो Amazon के. मेरे को रिसेंटली पता लगा ट्विच है Amazon का भाई.
See, it's diversified. LinkedIn is owned by Microsoft.
हाँ, मतलब ये है, but
See, there are
जितना
many companies I
diversified-
didn't even know could be were like owned by others. Like
हाँ,
a while back, I didn't even know Skype was owned. I thought it was just its own private company still.
हाँ, Skype
Basically,
Microsoft का है वही.
get it, like the kind of diversity we look for in the stock market, Amazon has in the business world.
हाँ
Right?
भाई सही बात.
See, Netflix को beat करना है, he's got Prime. It's got Prime Video. You have to beat cloud services like Microsoft का Azure हो गया. You have S3, Amazon S3, AWS, and music में Spotify, Amazon Music. Streaming services,
और मतलब
logistics में भी है.
Twitch तो अपनी एक तरह से एक अलग हो गई, YouTube को एक तरह से बीट कर रहा है, but still Twitch, पता है Twitch यार इतना डोमिनेंट है. Microsoft came out with its own, क्या कहते हैं, like streaming platform नहीं, sorry, like क्या कहेंगे इसे, जहाँ पे लोग स्ट्रीम कर सकते हैं.
उसका नाम मेरे को याद नहीं है. It started with an M or something.
like
Mirror
Microsoft
करके था,
उसके साथ आया था, and it signed like a multi-million deals with top creators like Ninja and क्या कहते हैं
Yeah.
ठीक है. So and they were like exclusive contracts that you have to stream here only, and it was a multi-million-dollar contract, and still it could not beat Twitch. Like eventually
it just didn't take off after that, even with
हाँ, वो दोनों वापस फिर Twitch पे ही आ गए क्योंकि डूब गया ब्रो Microsoft का वो. तो
भाई मार्केट,
तो भाई being so diversified and having that kind of monopoly in almost every one of those sectors is amazing. Like,
I think it's not about just about the monopoly, how they monetize.
See, the only thing that can compete with Amazon's monopoly right now is like Google. Even though it has like a separate monopoly, but like Google is the only competitor as such to Amazon in terms
same
of like
sector भी नहीं है, but वही एक competitor है.
No, see, get this point. When we're talking about businesses as a whole, you have to understand this is how a business model should look like. Right? Basically, I'm not talking about diversification or products or monopoly or anything. You have to capitalize on your business, monopolize on your business, but as a certain point, you have to understand that you have to build a certain brand, a brand that people respect and have placed their faith in. Because see, it is not if for example, Microsoft Stream, which is basically the platform, is named Stream only. Right? So Stream couldn't beat Twitch because Twitch is a trusted client in gaming platforms and streaming networks. Right? It was not just about how much Twitch has been invested in, but it was also about how much their customers have placed their faith in the brand. See, Amazon has such a loyal consumer base, such a big loyal consumer base. If Amazon would have come into India,
Twitch itself was before Amazon, like even before Amazon bought it. the success of Twitch is not really that related to the success of Amazon.
हाँ but वही है कि यार एक तरह से एक कंफर्ट आ गया ना लोगों में, एक क्या कहेंगे कि मतलब यार अब ये प्लेटफॉर्म क्यों छोड़ना. फॉर एग्जांपल अब यार वो ट्विच पे फॉर एग्जांपल अगर 10 क्रिएटर्स को देख रहे हैं तो टू मेक अनदर अकाउंट टू जस्ट वॉच अ सिंगल क्रिएटर डज नॉट रियली मेक सेंस. वो भी एक बात है बट
Exactly.
हाँ
get this point right. Amazon आया था इंडिया में I think it was in 2013, right? And Flipkart ka launch was in October 2007, right?
Flipkart इतना पुराना नहीं है.
No, Flipkart.
No, actually I just checked. Flipkart was founded in October 2007 by Sachin and Benny Bansal, right? And it also started as an online bookstore like Amazon.
Damn.
Right, but Amazon was a prominent player in the game by 2007. But the fact is कि if Amazon came into India in 2007, it would have had a much larger consumer base. It would have reached $2 trillion before 2021.
Much sooner.
नहीं but
Flipkart would have been like out of the market already.
तब तक इंटरनेट कहाँ था इंडिया में यार. देखो पता है Amazon की सक्सेस इज लार्जली बेस्ड ऑन जियो. जियो ने इतना सस्ते में दिया है ब्रो इंटरनेट तुमको. मतलब मेरे को ऐसा लगता है कि मेजॉरिटी ऑफ इंडिया के पास या मतलब बहुत इंडिया में बहुत ज्यादा पॉपुलेशन के पास अभी एक्सेस टू इंटरनेट इसीलिए है बिकॉज जियो केम इनटू द पिक्चर. वरना अभी भी यू वुड हैव बीन यू नो स्ट्रगलिंग टू गेट इंटरनेट टू लाइक द masses.
You have to understand that in 1 year there were what hadn't happened in like over 10 or 20 years, in 2 decades basically. When Jio came to the market, there 1 billion users were added to the internet interface in 1 year. When Jio came to the market, 1 billion users. That is like 1/7 of the world
population of the earth.
तो भाई एक चीज तो माननी पड़ेगी, अगर तुम्हें कोई नई चीज सक्सेसफुल करनी है उसे इंडिया लाके कर दो सक्सेसफुल. अगर तुम इंडिया में फेल गए
so another business model you have to appreciate is Jio basically. Reliance was an acclaimed name in India. That is not a new fact. And as much as the I think the Mukesh Ambani sector was more acclaimed than the other brother sector, but basically basically business model that Jio follows is such an inspiration, right? See, basically they brought internet to India at such a low price that people were, I'd say, they had this desire and they had this understanding that they had to buy this, they had to try this certain thing.
But right? Starting में तो free था, if I'm not wrong.
Starting में it was कुछ ऐसे months के लिए free था. I don't
it was like a free trial type program.
To be that confident in your product कि people won't leave it after having those free months is very. क्योंकि यार देखो, मान लिया मैं भाई कुछ फ्री में दे रहा हूँ, ठीक है, फॉर जियो का ही ले लेते हैं एग्जांपल. जियो ने भाई 3 महीने फॉर एग्जांपल अगर फ्री दिया, ठीक है, अगर वो अच्छी सर्विस ना देते, लोग तो 3 महीने के बीच में स्विच मार जाते. एंड टू इनकर सच हेवी लॉसेस फॉर लाइक द इनिशियल ईयर्स, ऑल्दो हर कंपनी प्रॉफिट मेकिंग नहीं होती इनिशियली, बट लाइक भाई इतने बड़े प्लेयर के लिए ये भी कह सकते हैं कि इतने बड़े प्लेयर के लिए थोड़ा कंपैरेटिवली आसान भी है. बट यार टेकिंग लॉसेस इज नॉट इजी फॉर everyone, especially when you know that you could be having massive profits from the day you start your business. So
see, one of the reasons for the Jio's success, I guess, is because even with that free program, they were targeting the more rural population, which doesn't have internet services. Like they don't have anything else to switch over onto for a second. Like Airtel is not that much, so like they don't have.
The allure was too high.
Switch.
See, so there is a right time for everything.
Even after the free trial, they were giving low prices, so it's like,
true.
Why not just continue?
See, businesses में दो चीजें हैं. It's how good your idea is, innovative your idea is, unique your idea is, and have you introduced your particular idea at the right time?
Right time.
Jio was at the right time.
Words like with the right marketing. That's very
marketing. See, marketing is a necessity of business mostly, unless and until you are a subsidiary of a very large brand and people already have their faith in that large brand. You won't have to spend as much in marketing.
But or if people are associated with you. For example,
because Yeah, basically, right. He
Yeah.
was named yesterday he was named World Time Magazine's People of the Year, Person of the Year.
Bhai, damn, like
See,
that.
Yeah.
For a
it's not
business owner
because
to get that title really says something.
no, but he was not Person of the Year because he is doing good things. I've learned today. I thought this meant that Person of the Year meant that you did good things, you were named in time. But Person of the Year means how good or bad you were at influencing. You could be the world's most evil person and you would have been a part of the Time magazine, because in 1938 Adolf Hitler was was the world's most important person in
But
1938.
See,
bhai,
important person I could understand because like at that point he was
No,
just
sorry, I
on
take back.
everyone's mind.
What's the world's was Person of the Year
नहीं भाई, अबे नहीं
in
भाई,
19? Just check it
कस
on the internet.
नहीं भाई, मैं मान ही
So
नहीं सकता यार, ऐसे कैसे?
it depends on how influential you are, not as good as you are. So what we were talking. So let's first
Exactly.
get rid of his
Google it.
doubts.
Wait, Adolf Hitler, Man of the Year 1938.
He was, because he was the most influential person that year, either in a very
Yeah,
good
he
way
was
or in a bad way.
influential and probably on like everyone's minds. Like we need
Yeah,
to beat Adolf Hitler or like support Adolf Hitler, basically.
let's
Just
yeah. So basically,
either side of the spectrum.
come back to business. Uh, Basically, Elon Musk is a brand in itself, not
हाँ,
Tesla, not
he is
SpaceX.
exactly भाई.
Yeah,
Right?
Musk is the brand.
हाँ,
All
Yeah,
others are just subsidiaries.
because if you say Musk, the first thing you will always think of is Elon Musk,
हाँ,
founder, not right. He's the owner of Tesla, SpaceX, and whatnot.
हाँ.
Yeah.
He sells everything, literally.
Like I'm pretty sure अगर Elon Musk एक क्या कहते हैं भाई चिप्स का भी ब्रांड स्टार्ट कर देगा ना, that will easily become one of
It
the
will just
highest grossing.
skyrocket.
हाँ,
See,
exactly.
why is
It will
no?
it
I'll
will
give
like be like Lay's level in like
no. We
no
were
time.
yesterday. We were talking about this right on our group. The basic idea is that his name is a brand, his business is a brand, and he is an acclaimed person. And why?
Right.
And to as to support the Person of the Year nomination. The why is he the Person of the Year? Elon Musk just introduced a whistle for $50,
$50 and
and
it's
people
sold out.
and that and he just made some comment on the
Yeah.
Apple cloth that this is $20, so let's make fun of them and buy the whistle. And people bought the whistle. Why? Because Elon Musk is a brand in itself. As much as
Exactly.
it's stupid,
He
people
is
buying
a
a whistle for
marketing
$50, he is a marketing god, and he is a marketing god because he himself is a brand.
Yes,
He
and he
himself is a brand that
understands, like I'm pretty sure
He
he does not.
understands popular culture as
Yeah,
well.
exactly.
Not like out of date either. He's like a
he
yeah,
understands.
he
See,
is the meme.
Yeah.
see, if we were to invite Elon Musk to this show, which is an open invitation, right? We would be very captivated by his conversation, because
Yes.
he
Yeah,
is
we'd
not one
just
of those
immediately
people.
just skyrocket.
Yeah, he is not one of those people who just think they know everything. He is one of those people who basically does know everything, but and basically tells everyone he knows about it, but you will still you probably won't be repelled by him, right?
Yeah.
You probably will want to keep talking to him because he's so in touch with today, with what the trends are, yeah, crypto, whatnot, the whole Merc thing and all.
I think we are way past our 20 mark, like 20-minute mark, I think.
So basically the idea is, okay, let's end this session
Let's
with
wrap
what
it.
basically the idea is. Build such a brand that people love, respect, have placed their faith in. And and it's not just about capitalization at first. It's about how much you can cater to people's needs. And I think I just read a quote today that I sent you guys also. Let me just, bring it up. Basically,
मैं पता है मैं शैक से इतना अभी रिसेंटली क्यों इतना कहते हैं कैप्टिवेटेड हुआ, क्योंकि इवन though he's a basketball player है ना, but भाई the guy knows, like the guy knows his way around money.
Yeah,
like
he has a good
knows
business
his money.
model.
Yeah,
Like
see,
literally, I
He
only have
owns
one
over
pair of
he
glasses,
owns
and they are
over
by the Shaquille O'Neal
400
brand only.
small
$1 million.
businesses.
Yeah, and $400 million. See, pata hai,
Mhm.
his like someone gave this advice to him that don't, you know, like
Jeff
if you ever
Bezos
want
was
to,
the one who gave that advice to him.
that if you ever want to invest in a company, don't like look at its charts and fundamentals. Like obviously that's
Jeff
something someone
Bezos.
does, but if the company is doing some work that is changing lives, invest in it. And
See,
bro, like good words, man. Like words like these are, well, just
this
true,
was
golden
I've
words.
seen his interview. He got this from Jeff Bezos, and this
Damn,
tells us
full
that
circle, by full
Shaq,
circle. We
yes,
started
full
with
circle.
Amazon. We are ending at
Shaq is
Amazon.
such an influential person, but
Huh.
from his words we understand that Jeff Bezos and his brand is such a pioneer in this industry, right? And
Yeah.
that's how a business model should be understood and built. Because as much as we like the money, we like seeing the zeros, 2
Yeah.
trillion, so many zeros, oh, so much things.
But
Why
at the
does
end,
Elon
it's
Musk
just
not own
serving
real
people.
estate? Yeah, why does Elon Musk not own real estate? That's the
Nah,
question, right?
why?
And I think
Why?
Kunal Shah was I sent you one of his quotes today. A founder
Yeah.
of Cred. So he said that if you run well, people will come to you and offer Nike shoes. If you go around asking for Nike shoes in order to start running, no one will
No
offer.
one
So
will.
it's all
Yeah.
about building the brand.
Exactly.
It's all about building a service that people will continue to appreciate for a very long time. Not just
Right.
for 1 year or 2 year, but for decades
You
and
got to be
centuries to come.
consistent in your service, man. Like you.
Yeah, look at Chole Bhature wala, Sitaram Chole Bhature wala, right?
Oh,
It's a
damn.
century-old brand, basically.
Yes, exactly.
1930s or something, right? It's still going and people still respect that brand. It might not be an internationally acclaimed or the most
It is,
profitable business.
bro. वो दुबई एक्सपोर्ट करता है अपने छोले भटूरे.
Okay, I did not know that. Sorry, Sitaram Chole Bhature wale. And okay, so
Damn.
basically that is a certain, centuries old business, and that trust, that respect, I keep repeating this, but that's important.
But yeah, feel like if you want
Money
to build a
will
business,
follow
of
if you
course.
have money will follow if the market respects you.
हाँ, कि देखो जैसे पीटर
Yeah.
थील ने कहा बुक में कि you need to go from 0 to 1. ठीक है, that is of course very important. But in like after going from 0 to 1, you actually market it to actually like sell it. तुम्हें भाई ये चीज़ बहुत important है. You need to build a loyal customer base, and I think this is a good note to end the podcast on, this episode on.
Yes.
So
thank you for listening.
Thank you for listening, people. Bye bye. We'll tune in next week with another interesting and intriguing concept / topic. Bye bye.
Yes. Bye bye.